Doing these. Love it, love it, love it. Love, 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 love. It's all that clout. Why? Why haven't I got my clout yet? Nah. Nobody likes me. But hey. So I went to tag Charlie D. World famous he is. I don't know. He seems quite smitten with Uncle Will, and well, he's threatening me. I just he's Charlie D. Like, hey, bud, I don't know what your problem is with what I'm doing, but if you want to have pedophiles out on the streets that might be running the world, just keep trying to stop me. And well, you keep being you, and I'll like, I don't even have to expose you people. You expose yourselves. I don't, you guys hit the record buttons on yourselves. You know what I mean? It's like little me. I want to show I'm an idiot today. uh, Charlie D, if you ever watch this one, you gotta let me know what you have planned for me. What are you gonna do if I don't leave Uncle Will alone? Hey, Uncle Will, I really think you should come forward and tell everybody your little lies that you've been telling about me, bud. You know what I mean? You got me like really. Uncle Will has me as a drug addict, a child predator, getting in my vehicle because I'm a drug addict. I'm just causing chaos and mayhem. What else? It's a great time. I love you, Uncle Will. You and your lies, you're gonna have to lie in them, and I don't know what you're gonna do, bud. I don't know what the process is gonna be for you, Uncle Will. I only know the process that I went through to, spiritually mature and find out who I am and how you should act as a human being if you're within Christ. You know what I mean? Everybody thinks it's niceness. Uncle Will, no, dude, no, no. It's about drawing that line and saying, I love you, I forgive you, but I don't, I want you to go find yourself. Hey, just try and figure out what the truth is, Uncle Will. You know what I mean? Like, what are you carrying on about? Like, hey, dude, I'm sorry I ever asked you for help. Okay, Uncle Will, you really got yourself in a pickle because I had. Well, then again, that was all forgotten about. I didn't like your answer. I didn't reply. I think I commented back, but hey, and I did agree with you on some points. You know what I mean? We're all chosen. We just need to see it. And while Uncle Will, you're far from chosen, bud. You want to have pedophiles out on the streets, you fucking loser. You don't get that, do you? Can anybody else on here relate? Like, does the world not seem fucking really fucked up? Like, I'm listening to Candace Owens today. And like I said, I think she's telling the truth. And today, she fucking puts a fucking huge rubber stamp on her. She actually says in her show, I suggest you all go watch it. This is when you know somebody's telling the truth. And I'll tell you a relatable story to it too. I don't know if it'll shock you guys or not, but anyways. So in Candace's show that I picked out today, there's a bunch of great shit she talked about. But what she said is, hey, if I'm talking shit about Kamala, I want her to sue me. That way we have to all lay it on the table. She has to prove me a fucking liar. Like, what more do you people want? Like, if we aren't smart enough to say, hey, Candace is putting her neck out on the line, why in the fuck is the mainstream fucking news who's interviewing her not asking her these fucking questions? Or her fucking husband, who, as an American man, you're supposed to emulate. They got you guys all mind fucked and all sorts of twisted up. Doug Emhoff, the man you're supposed to be. This bitch. I want your attention on me. If it ain't on me and it's on the valet, well, but then again, we could find this stuff out if the mainstream news would just fucking ask the fucking hard questions, you know what I mean? But instead, this is all sorts of weird that we're allowing this shit to go on. We got fucking MK Ultra. Hey, I can't drop the link, Charlie D. I don't know how. Technically challenged, but what's your problem with me, Charlie? You like pedophiles out on the streets just because they got money, power? You want to play weakling? That's okay with me, bud. You play weakling, but don't come over to my fucking page and tell me not to. And don't tell me to not defend myself when someone's making up lies about me, Charlie. Invite a guest. Where do I go to invite a guest? I don't know, Charlie D. I don't have StreamYard, but don't you have to have StreamYard? You remember me, Charlie D. I think you were on like AD's thing or something when I was up there. Like the name sounds familiar, but I think I laughed. I think the conversation just went stupid when you showed up. You know what I mean? I'm trying to plant seeds in people's brains to kind of try and wake up to the truth. Hey, what's going on in our world? Should we not have the power to change it? Hey, hey, everybody who's waiting for Jesus, because he died for your sins and you don't have to do anything. Wake up call. You might be the people that, well, if he does come from the sky and he's reaching for the hand. Yeah, see? What? You didn't take it as, well, I was threatened by you. I just didn't like the conversation, Charlie. I try and do things with my time. If I'm online, I want to try and be productive. You know what I mean? I don't want to talk about nonsense and stupidity. If I'm the nonsense and stupidity, I want people to prove it. But all I've got people to do is lie about me when I try and tell my stories. You know what I mean, Charlie? It's a whole rigmarole out here on the YouTube streets. You know, they're just trolls, though, right? They're just trolls. It's okay to be a troll. That's the Christian trolls at that, too. I don't know. I don't fucking get it. Charlie D, the human race is sick. It's sick in the brain, really twisted. Hey, AD. Oh, fuck. I should find that video. I wish I could send it to you somehow. It's on TikTok. So, this is no word of a lie. No word of a lie. Caused some deja vu for me. Caused some deja vu. So, picture this. There's this dude. He's in the hospital. He's waiting for his appointment. And this is where the video comes on. There's like fucking 6 cops surrounding him. And they're like, hey, bud, he's gonna come with us. You need a mental eval. And he's like, uh, can't you see I'm in the fucking hospital right now? I'm here because, well, I had a psychopathic fucking woman put her fingers up my asshole and slice it all the fuck up. You know what I mean? And I have to be able to prove it. So here I am in the hospital getting evaluated. and for some reason, these cops didn't want him evaluated. They were trying to take him away. It was pretty sad to watch. I wish I could show you the video, and they were gonna take him away, you know why? Because apparently he told a cop that he was gonna hurt himself. You know what I mean? And he's like, "No, I didn't." He's like, "Where's the cop I said this to?" Like, I want him to say, "No, no, he's out in the car waiting." So that, they could when they cuffed him, to put him into the hospital for a mental eval, even though he hasn't fucking hurt anybody or fucking did anything, they cuff him. So, keep that in mind, right? They cuff him at the end. So he doesn't have that phone to get that interaction with the cop that says that he said that he was gonna hurt himself. Can you fucking imagine that? The cowardism. But anyways, it goes on, and you have to hear it because this guy, he sounds a little crazy, but he's not. Because if you really listen, he's like, "Listen, why do you cops keep fucking with me just because I found out you guys are fucking dealing fucking fentanyl around London?" Like, that's 2 hours away from me, not even 2 hours. Not even an hour, really, actually. I don't know why I'm thinking 2 hours. Yeah, he's saying that. He also gets the cop. No word of a lie, bud, because I saved the video, unless they take it down. Because he's like, "I know fucking some of you cops are dirty, and fuck, I don't trust you." And the cop that's talking to him says, "Yeah, I know some of the cops are dirty." He fucking says it. Like, "Hey, if some of them are dirty, isn't it your fucking duty to turn them in, cocksucker?" Hey, that's the problem with the boys in blue. They're a fucking brotherhood. Should never be a fucking brotherhood. They should be about the fucking neighborhood. Like, holy fuck, eh? Like, there was a whole bunch I wish I could play it because I don't think it would be loud enough on my phone and go like this. I just whole bunch of red flags, like, oh, it was like I'm like, "Yeah, they're taking him in for a mental eval." Meanwhile, he hasn't hurt anybody. They can't give him a reason other than some cop says that he had a conversation with him saying he was gonna hurt himself. And the guy's clearly like, "This mental health thing you guys are trying to pull is bullshit." Here, been in that spot. But here's the thing, you start to lose your mental health. After your fucking mental health starts getting yin-yanged at the hospital. The cops are fucking you know what I mean? Especially when you show the doctor, "Hey, this person, is what they're saying, is this real?" "No, I didn't say that. That wasn't me." "Okay, so if they're gonna lie about you, what'd they lie about me?" This, but then again, the first time I went in, I wonder if there's a big boy society. I just gotta ask myself the question, you know what I mean, AD? Like, do you think so? Like, or if you're part of the club, you got people in all sorts of different areas you could use. Because all I did was tell secrets about work and text them and saying, "I want my investigation, you spineless fucking cowards. Why can't you give me an investigation?" And then I started spilling their secrets on Facebook and making it look weird. Just typing what the fuck, you know how the words come up, you know. But hey, she was all there. They got the clue. Listen, Charlie, I've explained that situation a million fucking times. Did you just hear how they'll start to drive you crazy, messing around with your mental health? telling you you're crazy because you're just asking for the truth. You just want an investigation. Yeah, there's a lot more that goes into it, bud. See, I know how people go crazy. People drive them crazy because they want to stay in control. They don't like to answer questions, bud. Here's the deal. That thing with my son is not the way it sounded. The thing was, I thought I was living in one part of my head knew the world that, well, I thought I was living in, but another part because nobody would talk to me and shit, right? I thought the whole world was Satanists. And there were just like big sex parties and shit like that. And it was a fucked up thing to go through, bud. And when you're adding a whole bunch of marijuana, it doesn't fucking help any. So I finally got upset because there was a bunch of other shit going on where nobody was supposed to be near me and they'd come up and steal my shit when I was sleeping. Like, this is real. It's not delusional. You know what I mean? So I was having a really tough time. So I went and asked my son, not at 3 o'clock in the morning. It was like in the afternoon. I said, "What the fuck is going on? Why won't you people fucking talk to me? Are you fucking raping me at night? What the fuck's going on?" Could you imagine that going on through your head, Charlie? Could you imagine if that was you, man? To have that sort of things going through your fucking head that you had to ask the questions that people were fucking doing that to you. And getting that far got but the thing is I just needed someone to talk to, you know what I mean? I came on fucking YouTube begging, dude. You know what I mean? I was going through a rough time, thinking I was chosen from God and just wanted to talk to people about it. Fucking being fucking slammed in and out of the hospital. Like the first time, bud, there was no thoughts of even God or anything. You know what I mean? Like the first time I went to the hospital, Charlie D, it was just depression. People had me convinced to kill myself, man. No spiritual awakening, no nothing. Still seeing people had me convince myself to do bad things to myself, Charlie. They're the ones that got me thrown into the hospital the first time. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine? And knowing that you know the truth because they've deleted every email you've asked them. You've asked them to do an investigation on somebody, and all of a sudden, every email you ever had with them went to gone. She gone. She gone. She gone. She gone. She gone. You know what I mean? It's a whole rigmarole. It's been a whole growing process for me, Charlie. You know what I mean? To find Jesus, to try and figure out what the truth is. Who is Jesus? What would Jesus be like? Would he take your guys' shit? Is doing the right thing cause your fucking feelings to be hurt? Hey, Dick Durbin, come spend the weekend on the island. Hey, Dick Durbin, are you like Patty? Are you like Patty? Aren't you the one that came in my comments defending Dagburn? Dagburn never said he wanted a miscarriage for anybody. You're making things up, Carl. Okay, sure. I made that shit up. Like Dagburn hasn't wished a whole bunch of people death, including children. Like, I don't know who you're trying to convince, Dick Durbin, but if there's a hell, Dagburn might be taking you there. You know what I mean? Or if it's Patty on the other end of Dick Durbin. Charlie, he doesn't want to drop the link. He wants people to spread him around on their channel. It's a scam, Charlie. Yeah, it's a scam. You got me, Uncle Will. The scam is that you're a sham. You're a right down piece of shit. Uncle Will, let me explain something really nicely to you, you little cocksucker. You got some real problems in your head. Real bad problems. You don't have God. You wanna threaten to send me to a mental hospital, why? You wanna tell people I'm on drugs, why? You wanna tell people that I'm a child predator, why? If I ever said or done anything that makes me seem to be so, but apparently to you. Listen, motherfucker, those who won't stand up and do the right things are in big trouble, and those who spit in the faces of those who try and do God's work will suffer a major consequence. That's what I think. I don't make the rules up for God. But you, my friend, if there is a God and I am chosen, you are fucked. But then again, if I'm crazy, would he hold it against me for doing what I thought was right, Uncle Will? You might really want to think hard on this. But then again, I don't know, bud. I'm starting to think you're an NPC. Like, are you just programmed just to be a fucking idiot? Is that your malfunction? Hey, Uncle Will, I said all throughout this whole thing with you, bud, I don't need to do it on your channel. Let's have a phone call. Any way you want to communicate. You know what I mean? I don't know what I'm doing on here. I know enough to press record and do my fucking thing for a long time, Uncle Will. That's real, bud. He is real. You know why? 'Cause he lives in here. He's the one that gives me the strength to do these videos. Quite frankly, the human kind has not been so kind to me. But he assures me that my hard work in trying to help the ones who don't want help will pay off in the end. You know what I mean, Uncle Will? Go ask your kid if what you did is okay. Well, I wanna talk to my kid about it. If you can't talk, you can't fix things, Uncle Will. See, that's the problem. See, lack of communication, bud. I've been trying to talk to you. You're just dense. Don't wanna have the conversation because 'cause you're really stupid and you're full of yourself. You think you're better than me for some reason. I don't think that I'm any better than you. This avatar, it don't mean fuck all to me, bud. But I do think I have better character than you. That's all. You know what I mean? I'm willing to learn from my problems. I'm willing to have those discussions that would make most normal people feel uncomfortable. See, that shit went on the internet, Uncle Will, because I put it there. I put it there for a reason. Because I thought somebody it might spark, and maybe someone would hate me and wanna try and talk to me. But no, there's no talking about it, Uncle Will. Hey, Dowdy, what if I am a chosen one? You fucking worthless parent. You're a spineless weasel. Spineless weasel. You're a little fence riding little weasel. You know what happens to fence riders? Hey, bud, you don't have the power in Jesus to fucking stand up and say no to this nonsense that's going on. Waiting for a fucking savior. The savior's inside of you, bud. You might want to find the Christ that resides in you. But might get harder if you fuck with the wrong people, you know what I mean? And I want the best for you, Dowdy. But here's the thing. I do think that suffering, if you have to do a lot of suffering, maybe it'll bring you closer to God faster. You know what I mean? The harder and faster you gotta suffer for your own, but then again, who knows? Like I said, maybe I'm in a simulation, you guys are just fucking no souls anyways. Just a product of nothingness. You know what I mean? You just I just think there's reincarnation. You guys just keep coming back, just "Hey, uncle, well," like, it's a pretty sad world that, you you lucky Carl. What am I lucky about there, Charlie? I'm lucky to be chosen. Yes, I am very, very lucky, very blessed. I'm very appreciative. You know what I mean? The learning lessons at the time, the suffering at the time doesn't feel really good to know there's a bunch of numbskulls and maybe they're not even real. They're just fucking like NPCs and they'll just never get their brain and know enough that they should be protecting their fucking children's future. You know what I mean? Oh, do I, Uncle Will? Do I make myself look bad? You can't convince me to take on your feelings, sweetheart, because you know deep down inside you're the loser. You'll never be half the man I am. Because that would take work, Uncle Will. And well, quite frankly, you don't want to use your brain. You want to give it over to somebody else to tell you what to do. It's going to be funny when your boy Upchurch called you a leader. He's going to have to take responsibility for his losers. You know what I mean? But then again, he's gonna have to take responsibility for himself too. Seen in his new song, he's fucking saying he's an earth angel. What the fuck is going on, Uncle Will? Would you tell that son of a bitch to stop? He's confusing people out there. They're headed down the stupid way where you do nothing. You don't stand for anything, you just say you do. Imagine having that platform, eh, Uncle Will? Fuck. Then again, hey, can we blame him? Look at Taylor Swift. She could fucking change humanity. She could come out and just say, "Hey, I'm behind you trans women. Just stay the fuck out of women's sports, okay? Let us have our thing." Can't even do that. Can't even do a simple thing like that. You know what I mean? Like, holy fuck, okay? But hey, about Kamala. About Kamala. Like, like Taylor Swift doesn't know about Candace Owens. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck? We live in a retarded world. No, say isn't so, Carl. Confused. What am I confused about, Uncle Will? Your poor, poor brain. Like, I don't know that's the thing. I want to say poor soul, but I don't know. Like, do every humans have a soul, or you just, are you just like, do you just have some that just come out as clones? Just, what do I play the victim about there, Dowdy? You want to say this shit? And Carl, I am far from a bad parent. You're a fucking loser, bud. You can do whatever you want in your house. But if you won't stand up to somebody else to stop the real bad shit that's coming, that makes you a loser, Dowdy. No doubt about it. There's no getting or explaining your way out of it. You're a loser. If the WEF is real, there's an agenda coming for the children, and you don't stand for anything. You're a loser, dude. Bad dad. Bad, 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 bad. Not good. Not good. You can feed them good and you can try and teach them good, but you're not teaching them good because their dad's a fucking coward. So, how could a coward teach young boys how to be a fucking man and stand up for the right things? Holy fuck, Dowdy, do you not get it? You're in trouble with God, bud. If I'm chosen, you are in trouble. You are a coward, and you're coming after me for being a man and asking you to be a man and come together, seeing our differences and fucking making a change. But you can't do that, Dowdy. You're fucking stupid. You can't lose your Uncle Will. You know what I mean? Hey, I was thinking, I gotta keep these recorded. Another Uncle Will t-shirt for the merch line. And again, I don't want to make any money out of these Uncle Will. You know what I mean? We can have these shirts where we can say, where there's a will, there's a way. Unless you go Uncle Will's way. I'll be a coward, stand back and do nothing and complain and whine that it's bad. Wah, wah. My name's Uncle Will. Hey, there's a guy trying to get us to come together to change it. Fuck you, man. You fucking child predator. Don't threaten no one. You my address. I'll tell them before. Charlie, are you making fantasies up in your fucking head? What's going on here? I don't threaten no one, but if they're giving my address out, I'll tell them to pull up. Well, I don't want to pull up, Charlie. I'm good just never meeting you, bud. You know what I mean? Hey, Charlie, you're not quite all there, bud. But then again, we'll see how the Uncle Will fan club goes when, well, something happens. Who knows? I've been seeing it for a long time though. I guess it's my faith though, you know what I mean? How how do Christians out there think that you don't have to work in Jesus? I don't get it. Even remember that girl who grabbed his his stuff and she was healed? And he said to her, it was through your faith and your belief. That wasn't me, that was you. So if you really have faith, she had to put that action through. You know what I mean? To 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 grab the garment, there has to be action and faith. You know what I mean? When you're really with God, you do the right things, Charlie D. You know what I mean? Read the comments, dude. Oh, okay. I got it mixed up, Charlie. Like sometimes I can make a mistake. You know what I mean? I can own up to it. I could go back and read it, but I don't really know. You know what I mean? Exactly, Uncle Will. Carl's a clout chaser. Listen, there, dickwad. If I was a clout chaser, God will know it. But hey, what clout am I really looking for? Hey, Dowdy. Hey, Uncle Will. Hey, Charlie D. Get to know your own power. Hey, I'm not here to start a cult. I'm here to, try and get you guys into Jesus, which is the truth. And while if you understand the truth, and the truth is that there's an awful agenda coming for not just the children, but for us. You know what I mean? And if you have the power in Jesus, you can rise, gentlemen. You can rise and you can thrive and you can be more than the little pussies you are today. Grab your stones, girls. Let's go to war. Let's go have a brain war with the elites, huh? Uh, Uncle Will, I know, bud. Your chambers are empty. That's why I'm here, bud, to convince you to, well, take a reload. You know what I mean? Empty out what's in your brain right now, Uncle Will, and let's fill those chambers up with the truth, buddy. But it's not my truth, buddy. You can't put my bullets in your brain gun, okay? You got to come up with your own thoughts, but you got to make sure that they're good thoughts. You know what I mean, Uncle Will? Yeah, keep doing it. Hey, Uncle Will wants me to stay out of my son's room at 3 a.m. Oh, Uncle Will, you keep hurting my feelings with the same thing. Is that the best you got? Is that all you got? Dude, how's your wife gonna feel about being married to the biggest pussy that ever walked the face of the earth? World famous, more than Charlie D. You know what I mean? How you gonna feel, bud? I was gonna say you let God down, but really, you only let yourself down. You know what I mean? It's your own actions and your own stupidity that's put you in the position that you are today. And unfortunately, your wife's gonna have to, well, either suffer with you or see the fucking tool bag you are and maybe go and try and find God. You know what I mean? Or stick around for birthday presents. Hey, Uncle Will, birthday presents from Uncle Will. Hey, Will, I noticed I should play that video again when you're like, oh, girl, you want to the enthusiasm in your face, bud. It's just, it's fucking, it's kind of sad, dude. And me knowing that you want me in ladies' panties. It's kind of disturbing, dude. Well, then good. You and your wife are a good pair. Whatever. Whatever you guys decide to do when you're famous. You know what I mean? Make a mint off the merch. Hey, Uncle Will. I try and teach you so much and you just don't want to listen. Hey, bud, I'm trying to tell you, people are suffering right now because the mental health system's broken. You're like, I think they're purposely fucking with people. Or they're getting them on. Are you on pills, Uncle Will? Are you on pills? Maybe this is what's broken in your brain. Hey, is this what's going on with you, Uncle Will? I don't care what you say, Uncle Will. You want to compare me to PBR? You got to live with that in the future, bud. You and I both know me, PBR, are nothing alike. But whatever makes you feel good. What is it I'm saying you don't like, though, Uncle Will? You know what I mean? You don't like the way I look. And you spread all these lies about me. And you want me institutionalized and off the streets. You know what I mean? These 1 hour videos I do, too fucking too much for you to handle. You go all squirrely. You couldn't get enough. I said I wasn't going to tag you anymore, and then you had to come in my comments, and I was like, Uncle Will wants some more love. Like, I, like, do you want your own line of merch, or do we put it in with the Creek Squad line of merch? No, I shouldn't say Creek Squad because that includes everybody. But then again, that's the label that they use. You know what I mean? You'll have your Ryan of Church porcelain head. I'm a dad now. Save your fucking kid, moron. Hey, how's he doing? Hey, Captain Kurt, if you're out there, how's he doing with helping all you independent freaking upchurch pushers? Wasn't he saving the independent as he worked on that? Wasn't that why him and Adam came together? You know what I mean? He's starting to look like a pussy to me. You know what I mean? He's not following up on that. It's looking like he knew he would have to deal with Adam, but he kind of pussied out. And I mean, hey, Captain Kirk, just in case you're watching, like Adam did make himself look like a fool with you. But, up church's buffoonery, and you guys always fucking, you did that to him. You know what I mean? You pushed him over the edge. You're the one begging for help. Well, yes, I need help. I need help in order to do this. Uncle Will, you don't have to come to my page. Maybe someday someone will come into my comments and say, hey, Let's come together. Let's try and do something. Let's make a change in the world. You know what I mean? Like, I think I'm a bad motherfucker. I had 2 more just like me. No. Hey, Uncle Will, you know what I mean? People who could see pussies like you, Uncle Will. I know a lot of people like you, Uncle Will. There's like 11,000 of them. Can you imagine the rise and fall of Uncle Will? I wonder how many you'll have after they find out there's a God. And, well, quite frankly, you look like a real tool out on the internet, recording yourself being a tool. Oh, Carl didn't do this to you, so don't go blaming me, Uncle Will, when you find out what a reject you are. And the chosen ones are real. PBR Jr., he says. Ah, and PBR's real life brother, says Dowdy. Can I send a limo to come get you, Carl? That's Dick Durbin. Yes, I want help, Uncle Will. I know we already talked about that. What's Dick Durbin? Hey, Uncle Will, what's your thoughts on Patty Lynn, eh? She's quite the gaslighter, eh? Trying to tell me that she didn't say that Brendan Luce dressed up as a squirrel and tried to, you know what I mean? Can you believe that? Even Brandy Day backed me up, saying that Patty, she is a bad girl, bad girl. You know what I mean? I wonder if gaslighters have to pay for their gaslighting. I wonder if that's what hell is. All that gas they've created, and then when they leave this world, they cause a spark, and you're just burning in it forever. Who knows, eh? Watch your gaslighting, ladies and gentlemen, just in case. Then again, if you're watching Patty Lynn, it's never too late until it's too late. But you can't fake. You can't fake this. You, Uncle Will, you can't fake this, bud. You know what I mean? This is the Holy Spirit in me. God knows. I'm not even worried anymore. Because like I said, but do you think God's gonna hold it against me if I'm crazy? And trying trying to expose the people who are running this outfit that got your brain all disturbed and fuzzed up. And I think they like to be on islands, pleasure islands. Is that the thing, Uncle Will? Are you on a pleasure island? Hit the plane, boss. The plane. Is that why you got a problem with me, but maybe you should do some more internet grifting by asking for money to hand out cheeseburgers to the homeless. Hey, Wild Bill, what's your malfunction, bud? Are you an Uncle Will flunky? Huh? You don't want to flunk. You don't want to flunk this test. I'm telling you, you don't want to flunk it. You want to pass with flying colors, and you can't hate colors in order to pass by flying colors. You gotta see what's inside. You know what I mean? You gotta get past the avatar, Uncle Will. See, this is why people know you're not chosen for anything. All you do is use other people's pain to try and get attention, like PBR and Johnny. Whose pain have I used against them? Like, that's an awful big statement to make. Whose pain am I using against them? I'm I'm trying to tell you, you're gonna have some brain pain because the lies and 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 the hatred that you have for me, Uncle Will, it's gonna come back and it's gonna bite you in the ass, bud. That's all I'm saying. But hey, if you haven't lied and there is a problem with trying to fucking stop child trafficking, I'm sure you're okay. Yeah, Charlie D, the children, they should mean something to you. You know what I mean? They really should, but they don't. You know what I mean? I really, like, could tell you some stories, Charlie D. You know what I mean? I know a woman right now that says she loves her child and wants her child back, but it's like the weirdest thing, and I'm not even fucking kidding, dude. I wish I was joking. I wish I was joking. Because I'd love for her to be able to get her kid back, but the thing is, she likes to get fucking punched out. I don't know, man. She loves a man that can give her a good wallow. Now, I just don't think she's gonna just wanna be around that child, shouldn't be around that. I tried telling her, "Hey, don't have to live like that," you know what I mean? And, you gotta think of the little guy instead of, like, whatever it is that makes you think that you like to get hit. I it's not you don't have to that's the thing, like, when you just stop trying to help people, you know what I mean? Sometimes when you try and help people, they try and hurt you too, you know what I mean? I've told that story too, but anyways, that's besides the point. One day I'll get to tell the whole big story, but anyways, I just find that very selfish. I just you know what I mean? You'd rather get beat up than have your own needs over your child's. I get it. People are weird these days, though, Charlie D. I can't with this dude. He doesn't remember from one sentence to the other. No, I asked you a question, bud. What pain? You never want to answer any of the questions, dude. Whose pain did I use against who? Now, if I'm calling you stupid for not knowing your own power and being a coward, that's not using your pain, bud. I'm trying to use your stupidity against you to try and wake you up. That's all. Wakey, wakey, Uncle Will. The world's a changing, bud. There's others out there. They're awakening up. They're trying to give you the information so you can stand up and be a man. But you don't want to accept being a man. You want to lay in whatever stupidity you got rolling around in your head. Because, bud, you one day you're gonna have to admit you love me. And you can't lie about it. You'll have to truly love me. The way I love you, Uncle Will. Just keep your distance and I'll keep mine. You know what I mean? We'll love one another from a distance. You need mental health help, bud. You don't know enough to help save the children. You don't know enough to help save yourself. You just think the truth is something that, well, I don't know what you think the truth is. Because quite frankly, you lie too much. You lie, lie, lie. What's up, DJ Cleveland? Are you here to troll me or are you here to be friends now or what's the deal there? Carl, have you heard from Vintage? I heard from Vintage a couple days ago, but I do like hearing from Vintage. Why are you concerned for Vintage? Concerned about her cards and I don't know you, Carl. Wired, I tell you. Why am I wired? Why can't you answer a simple question? You put these accusations out there to me, Uncle Will, but you don't want to answer the questions because you can't. You don't have an answer. You're trapped in a truth trap, but you won't accept it. So you write stupidity down to deflect. Dick, there have been 24. Carl, are you ready for Pound Town? Well, Dick Durbin, major comment. I don't know you, Carl. Wired, I tell you. What? I can't with this dude. He doesn't remember one sentence from the other. See, this is why people know you're not chosen for anything. All you do is use other people's pain to get attention, just like PBR and Johnny and a few others. So name a for instance, bud. I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about, Uncle Will. I really don't. You're kind of an idiot, really. I don't know what to tell you. Who's paying? Was I was I trying to use Ryan Upchurch? Is that it? Am I trying to use Ryan's pain? Well, I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm asking Uncle Will. He says I use his people's pain against them. Hey, Carl, little me's brother is asking you something. I didn't skip it. I don't see any fire, any, any, anything with fire in it, any, all the way up here, Uncle Will. I know you think you're funny, probably trying to make me look like a retard and take the focus off of you answering the fucking question. Because, well, hey, Uncle Will, how do you feel about our tax dollars going to Ukraine? Huh? How do you feel about Zelensky being an actor? Now, my prime minister, he's a drama teacher. You know what I mean? And he laughed partway through a semester. And well, so did one of his buddies. Well, that buddy, he got charged with something. Rumor has it someone got an NDA and someone got charged. You know what I mean? And then all these friends of my prime ministers, they've actually been charged with, not being so nice around children. Kind of makes you wonder, you know what I mean? But hey, we go through this same shit all the time, eh? How about that fucking diary, eh, Uncle Will? You let somebody run your country that has that written about them in a fucking diary. You and you can't even come out and say something about it or find people to stand up and say, no. Or this shit that's going on with Kamala, hiding who she is. Who the fuck does that? And especially if this MK Ultra thing, you know what I mean? Read your comments about God. I don't care about what you think about God. It's what I think about God. Because you don't think too highly of God, bud. Because you're not willing to do anything for him, not willing to be a decent human being, have a fucking conversation. Like, there's something mentally fucked up in your head, Uncle Will. Like, really, really bad, dude. I don't get it. Like, I'm baffled by your stupidity, bud. I don't know. I got shit I gotta do, Uncle Will. Like, I gotta get out of this rut. But here's the thing, honestly, I'm really scared for the ones that I love if I do get out of this rut. And I do prove myself, you're gonna be in a lot of brain pain. And I feel bad for you. And I feel bad for my family too. Because I'm being honest with you right now, Uncle Will. I've been through hell. I mean, you don't want to listen to it. I'm not whining. I'm not complaining because I sat here and I took it so I could learn. but you don't care. You can't get the simplest of concepts that I say, so how can I find oh, who will says self-chosen? Well, maybe, maybe. Don't you have to choose yourself to choose God? Don't I have to choose to stand outside of myself to do these videos and deal with you idiots and know that you're only hurting yourselves, you're not hurting me. I know in the long run you look stupid, Uncle Will. Here, here's some spiritual basics for you, bud. Here's some spiritual basics for you. Don't fucking lie. Don't lie. It's not gonna go good for you. Lying and want the truth. Don't think you know the half the truth. And if you're unsure of the truth, ask the questions so you can find out what the truth is. So you're not there out there spreading lies. You know what I mean, Uncle Will? I feel sorry for you. Someone must have really hurt your brain really bad. Or maybe it's drugs. I don't know, Uncle Will. I don't know you. Know what I mean? Just I just see through your facade. I know you're hurting, Uncle Will. Why else would you come after me? You see something in me that bothers you. You know why? Because that's the devil in your brain, bud. See, I think I can prove I'm a prophet. Uncle Will, or I wouldn't say it. That's why I've always been willing to have the conversation. Someone can prove to me I'm not. That, hey, I'll stop because, like I said, don't want to be saying something I'm not and end up in hell. You know what I mean? I see enough bullshit. No, you're not giving me what I want, Uncle Will. I want for you to use your brain, Uncle Will. You think I like fighting with you and telling you you're stupid. You're very much wrong. But how can you fix being stupid if I don't tell you you're being stupid? But at least I try and show you where you're stupid, right? I just don't say it. I give you reasons why, Uncle Will. See, I want the best for you. You don't get that. You want to hurt me, and I don't understand that. But I'm starting to think it's a human nature. You know what I mean? Give you tons of different stories where I wanted the best for everybody, and for some reason, I don't know, it's weird. But no, you're very much wrong, Uncle Will. I've been asking you to be a part of it, but you are kind of right. It's right because Uncle Will is saying, if you're a prophet, do something to stop child trafficking, or it's a lie, Carl, point blank. If you're a prophet, I'm calling you on it. Well, that's within my story, Uncle Will, that I can prove that I'm a prophet. But as for stopping the child trafficking, obviously I gotta try something different, right? I won't stop, Uncle Will. That's the thing. It's just, you get disappointed so many times. But I'll get the Stones to try something different, bud. Don't worry, don't worry. I don't stop, I'm not a quitter, you know what I mean? You have to kill me first, Uncle Will. And, well, unfortunately for everybody, I think I'm chosen, and if you try and hurt me, you're only hurting yourself. But, hey, if you wanna end me, Uncle Will, please do. Put me out of my misery in trying to help you, because it's hard. It is thick out here. Thick. Anyways, from your favorite chosen one, Uncle Will, have a good night. Don't let the brain bugs bite. When you get that fright, because I just might be that bright light that needs to spark you, Uncle Will. Wake up, Uncle Will. Wake up. Wake up, Uncle Will. Wake up. You want the best for everyone. So I agree with you. No, I don't want anybody to agree with me. You have to show me where well, you have to show me where I'm wrong, Uncle Will. It goes back to that. Hey, Uncle Will, who do I try and use their pain against them? Uh, no, if I think that someone might be fibbing because their stories don't match, I'll try and get clarification. You know what I mean? But other than that, I don't. You know what I mean? I had Dick Durbin in my comments about Dagburn, and it was all sorts of weird. That's why I started thinking it was Patty, maybe. You got to show your wife you're right. Wow, she's a deep sleeper. Like, she's even deeper than you, bud. Like, she likes Kamala Harris. She is just like, hey, dude, she told me that she wishes that bullet was a couple further inches over. Can you fucking believe that? That's how it's fuck Trump derangement syndrome. Like, it's fucking hey, honey, I got these couple videos. No, the medicine we went and got. I'm telling me. Hey, wait, hey, who's the presidential candidate? He's saying, hey, hey, I'm hearing like mitochondritis. Hey, hey, you know what I mean? Can we take a look at that? Hey, I'm going, you get what I'm saying. Oh, the minute that motherfucker came into my comments, Uncle Will, talking about that Ryan Edward Upchurch, he fucking came in my comments and tried to fuck with my brain because I was talking shit on you, motherfucker. He made a wrong move. A wrong move. Wrong, 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 wrong. Wrong move. You know what I mean? If you want to have a one-on-one, you better have a one-on-one. Especially when I know he was talking about me in one of his videos, but I'm not stupid. I'm the Canadian that needs to mind his own business. What the fuck you worried about our shit for? Well, fuck stain, your FBI's fucking everything up. Hey, shittard, you should be saying it loud and proud. Hey, that laptop was fucking real up, church. You haven't got a fucking brain in your head. Get your fucking head and see what's real, even if you gotta stick your head into politics. You know what I mean, Uncle Will? It's like, fuck. He tells people, hey, if you're gonna vote for the other person, you can't be my fan. I don't want you. I don't say that. I say, hey, have a conversation with that person. Let me know how you came to that conclusion. You know what I mean? Because I can show you, but then again, who knows? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe some Democrats are doing well. Maybe. Well, I'm just thinking. Any politician who's in for child mutilation is a piece of shit, and that should fucking take out Kamala Harris and fucking Minnesota boy right off the bat. Justin Trudeau and Chrystia Freeland hit the fucking road. You know what I mean? Hey, Uncle Will. Patty and Ryan. Well, Patty and Ryan. Well, Ryan's life is a movie, bud, and it's part of my movie. And Ryan's got a really shitty character in his movie right now. And he might want to shape up or ship out because he talks a whole bunch of shit, but ain't about shit. You know what I mean? Tom McDonald. Oh, you just hate Tom, man. Just hate. Like, I get it. I get it. Well, like he talks about it. He sings about it all the time, but he don't talk too much about it. He makes a funny video and tries to sell us on his new video instead of, he could be out there every day. He's got a platform to do something, you know what I mean? He's smarter than me, right? I'm on the diaper train. What the fuck are you talking about, dude? I like some of Tom's songs. I just don't think he's about it. You know what I mean? I think it's what sells. It's my opinion, okay? Like, where's the problem with that? Didn't grab anything from Dagburn's brain to come up with my own conclusions there, Uncle Will. Hey, Dick Durbin, does Miss Marcone get you hot? Do you like yourself an older lady? Hey, hey. Are you going to remember your Captain Common Sense suit? Well, yes, I'm thinking about putting her on later on tonight, maybe, or first thing in the morning. You know what I mean? I haven't decided yet. I haven't decided. Got to make some moves. Gonna try it. Start a posse. The 12 of posses. They're at the Church of God. I'm coming for the posses of the Church of God, eh, Uncle Will? Ray Kinsman. Oh, Henry Hildebrand. He is Jesus in the flesh, Uncle Will. Do you know that? Henry Hildebrand is Jesus in the flesh. Jesus in the flesh lives in Homer, Ontario, Canada. And it's not a cult. It's not a cult. Lay everything at the feet of Jesus in the flesh. All your money. This world is foolish. Who falls for that shit? There's a lot of them, Uncle Will. I'm telling you, bud. I go protest, but hey, I'm a five-time loser in the mental institution, bud. Next time, maybe I lose my life. You know what I mean? Standing up to Jesus in the flesh, saying, "Hey, Jesus, what the fuck you taking money for, bud? I didn't think you were about that." But hey, it's a new world and a new Jesus. You go to school and say to the kids, "How about go to school?" Well, no, no, Uncle. Will, I got a different plan, but clipping that and sending it to the rest of my evidence. Thanks, Carl. threatening to hurt yourself. When did I threaten to hurt myself? What? Are you on crack? I said I can't do anything like go protest like a normal fucking person who loves Jesus. Take the video of the man saying he's Jesus in the flesh and having some young girl say, throw your money at the feet of Jesus in the flesh. You think that's fair, Uncle Will? No, Uncle Will, here's the thing. You're gonna wanna hurt yourself, but I suggest you don't. I say you ride this thing through all the way to the end, bud. See where you end up. She's gonna be a shitty start for you, bud, but who knows what's possible? Maybe you're too far gone. I don't know. Hey, Uncle Will, you and your buddy Wade don't know enough not to lie. But hey, you can let me know where I've lied upon anybody. Please and thank you. Or you can let me know the pain that I and I use it against other people, their own pain. No, it's stupidity, Uncle Will. And you don't like the fact that it's deflecting at you all the time. We all heard you threaten to hurt yourself. Okay, clip it. Clip it. Clip it. Uncle Will, do you think, listen, I ask myself, I say to God, I say, hey, why has it got to be like this? Why did you have me stay in this circumstance? Why was I so stupid to continue with this fucking upchurch thing? Even though it could have been easy at any time for someone just to say, he's not your guy. That came from him. He the chosen thing to him is a gimmick. It's not where you actually have to do something to change the world. It's like a gimmick for the music. It's in his brand. You know what I mean? He's chosen. You just gotta choose him and don't worry about anything else. Great squad. I just out of my home. You're not gonna destroy what we built there, Adam Calhoun. Great squad away. Why couldn't he have just said what Adam did to him? You know what I think it is? And actually, he told everybody what it was. You know what it really was? It's that Adam wasn't there to protect him when all that shit was going down with his mom and Dagburn and all that shit. Nobody was there for him. You know what I mean? And the other stuff, they weren't really his friends because they didn't come to his aid. But he didn't know that, hey, sometimes if you want help from friends, maybe you should pick up the phone and fucking ask them because they're not mind readers. You know what I mean? Sometimes fucking people don't think, hey, maybe they're going through a hard time. You know what I mean? Or maybe this isn't the time to get a hold of them. They're going, you never know. You know what I mean, Uncle Will? Uncle Will, is there something wrong with your head, bud? You got just answer the door. You know all it takes is one call, Carl. Tell him, stream, it's not worth killing yourself. Carl, stop talking about it. Uncle Will, you are gonna pay. You are gonna pay. Keep playing your game, sweetheart. I'd love for you to get me locked up. Maybe I can learn. Why not? Who knows? Hey, Uncle Will, you want to get rid of me? How precious? Do it. Do it. Stop fucking talking about it and do it. Come on, pussy. Call. Give me taking it. You're gonna be the joke of the town. Unbelievable that this is the way you act. But it's not a game, Carl. Well, it is a game. It is a game, Uncle Will, and you're failing at it. It's called the game of life. It's called being in the truth. It's called finding yourself, enhancing yourself spiritually so that you can have a connection with God. And well, you become a better person. Now, that doesn't mean a nicer person. That means a kinder person. You say the truth, whether it hurts people's feelings or not. You know what I mean? But hey, Uncle Will, you're done. I'm done. I'm gonna, unless there's something anybody wants to talk about, you know what I mean? If somebody wants to talk about something cool, you know what I mean? Then again, it's been an hour and 15 minutes. You know what I mean? Stream odds, remember that. Give the Lord a chance. Don't harm yourself. Or I'll ask for help, he will answer. You're an idiot. Really. Uncle Will, you know what I think? I think maybe it's about time I got hold of the authorities over in Florida. Maybe I can get a call to DeSantis. You might want to check out Uncle Will. He is not concerned about any pedophiles. He actually he likes to try and get people locked up who are, trying to be helpful just because he doesn't like I say I'm chosen. I don't need him to believe that I'm chosen. I just need him to be a big strong boy and help the children. You know what I mean? There is a problem, or he can tell me where there isn't a problem. Hey, Uncle Will, you and me, sweetheart, we're gonna dance. We're gonna dance. It's gonna be all you think about. All you think about. And I don't want you to think about me. I want you to think about the things that you lied upon me and, and know that you're forgiven, Uncle Will. But you're gonna have to find it within yourself. But I forgive you, but you gotta find out why you do these stupid things that you do. You gotta fix that. Make sure that doesn't happen anymore. Okay, Uncle Will. Okay. We good there, bud. Anyways, I'm gonna go, everybody. Have a good night, regardless of whether you like me or not. I love you. I want the best for you, and hopefully a light goes on in your brain or a seed is sown and maybe it takes root, maybe whatever. Everybody have a good night.